this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we're gonna make imitation crab meat crab cakes. I've got crab meat, I've got cheese, I've got breadcrumbs, I've got eggs, a whole bunch of yummy stuff. Let's put it together. Let's chop the crab meat first. So I've got the crab meat open. I've got 2 packages. They are 8 ounces each. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna just dump it out and I'm just gonna chop it. Try to go a little smaller so it's easy to make the crab cake. So I'm gonna chop this whole thing. So now I chopped up both of the packages of crab meat. This is the messy part. I'm gonna get my hands a little wet and I'm gonna get in it. I'm gonna try to separate all the flaky meat from each other. You guys know how you chop on it and it's a little cubes, especially if you get those sticks. You really want to try to separate this. It's very mushy and cold and wet. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make the cupcakes the best. All right, I'm gonna show you. Oops, this is what it's gonna look like now. I'm gonna rinse out my hands. And now it's a filling time. First I'm gonna put 2 eggs in. Just raw eggs. Egg number 1, egg number 2. Don't forget raw eggs. You gotta wash your hands. All right. Eggs are eggs. They have stuff on them. Now I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of onion powder, about a teaspoon of pepper. Grind it, grind it, grind it. I think I need to put more pepper in my pepper. About a teaspoon of dry garlic. About a 1/4 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. There they went. This will help everything to bind. Egg will make it wet and breadcrumbs will make it combine again. And one of my favorite ingredients, the Parmesan cheese, my fancy grater. I say you grate until you're tired, or about a 1/3 of a cup. I probably get tired before the 1/3 of a cup. Probably smart to buy pre-grated Parmesan, but people say it tastes so much better. Okay. I think we did it. Okay, now I'm gonna break into the eggs first so it's easier to mix, and I'm gonna mix it in. See the mushiness? Oh yeah. We love this dinner. And again, this is a perfect dinner for the work week. It doesn't take much to make it. Crab meat is cheap. We actually made it once with real crab meat. We had leftovers and a whole big hand of crab. Didn't make that much. It probably made like 1.5. So this is what it looks like now. So I'm gonna go and turn on the pan and we're gonna start cooking. So I put the pan on about a little bit higher than medium temperature and it just got warmed up. A fancy olive oil bottle, some olive oil on the bottom. It should get hot pretty quick. So how do I make those patties? This is just filtered water. I'm gonna make a nice portion in my hand and then I'm gonna form it. Like a little slider hamburger. You can make them bigger, you can make them smaller. This happened to be the size that I like to do. Okay, the oil should be hot. Oh, I can hear the sizzle. I'm gonna wet my head again. Alright. And when you're done putting your first batch in, don't forget to wash your hands. because you're still working with raw egg. All right. And I wet my hands so the breadcrumbs or the crab meat don't get stuck to me. It's easier work that way. So delicious. Oh, this one fell off. You know what's the rule? If a little piece falls off, finish cooking it and then eat it first. You just want it to be eaten first. Alright. This is my fourth patty. Don't overcrowd them. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. So now we're gonna wait a minute and let it get a little color on the bottom. I'm gonna go wash my hands. So I'm ready to flip them. Let's see. Very carefully. They are falling apart. They always do. But they're so yummy. Oh, the pretty color. The little piece that fell off needs to be flipped too. If I can get to it. There we go. Okay, so the other side, I'm actually gonna cook under the top. And I'm gonna give it a little bit more time and maybe even lower the temperature just a teeny bit, because what I want to happen is I want the egg inside of the crab cake to cook through. We don't want to eat any raw eggs, and we want it to be nice and delicious inside. So let's see. Let's check them out. It's only been 2 minutes. Nice, very good steam. I'm gonna check out the other side, and oh my, they are gorgeous. Check this out. They are delicious. Yum. So yummy. So I'm gonna continue making the rest, and then I'm gonna taste test. So I got quite a few done. One of them fell apart. And this is the one I'm gonna taste. I'm excited. Oh, that looks yummy. It looks juicy still. It is delicious. The crab is sweet. The stuffing in it just a little bit salty. It's just amazing. You can serve it with anything you want. Potatoes, corn. I can make a sauce. I think there is a sauce you can buy. I boiled the corn. We're gonna have this and boiled corn. This was our take on crab cakes. This is Zhenya, and this is Zhenya's kitchen.